Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Hall of Fame series. Today, I have Arathi Dinesh with me. Arathi is from Bangalore and she stays here in Bangalore with her husband and daughter. And she is a working professional. And I had the privilege of working with Arathi when in one of our prior organizations. So Arathi is also a very good friend, and I am very, very proud of Arathi. Arathi, congratulations on this great feat of in this weight loss journey, 13 kgs in 7 months. That is amazing, Arathi. Congratulations and welcome to the Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Roma. Thank you so much.
Wonderful.
Bye, everyone.
Yes, hello, Arathi. Great to have you. Now, Arathi, just tell us a little bit about this journey. When you started with us, with Navitai, what were your goals? What were the challenges you started with?
Roma, you have known me, and from the past so many years, I was the least motivated person when it came to weight loss. Though everybody around me were on diet programs, were doing a lot of things to lose weight, I just didn't get motivated. I don't know why. But once you started Navitai, and I saw the Facebook posts and everything, so I was like, fine, let me just try this out and see how it's going to be. And seriously, and I think COVID also helped a lot in this, because we were working from home. I had the time to do a lot more things than just work. So from the day I joined your program till today, it's been a wonderful journey. One, mainly because there is a lot of motivation from your end and from all the members in the WhatsApp group, especially Mr. Hariharan, Gauri ma'am, Arathi, so many others. It is just wonderful to see them motivate others and themselves. The other thing that mostly was helpful for me is, in spite of trying so many other ways of dieting, like Healthify, going on intermittent diets, I found that Navite, it was easy to follow diet because it was not too away from the regular food habits of mine. It was just giving up something and replacing it, substituting it with something else, like giving up on idli and substituting it with idli batter made of quinoa, or idli batter made of millet. So that's it. But it was equally tasty, equally easy to prepare. And I didn't have to digress a lot from what I had to cook for my family. And it was never separate cooking for myself. So that was one great thing that helped with the diet program. And another thing was, I never felt hungry, unlike how I did when I was doing the other diet programs. I never felt hungry with the current one. And there was always a flexibility in what we could eat within the program, within the structure that you had created. So that helped a lot. And moreover, it was you and Rebe who always kept me motivated with your WhatsApp messages and your messages on the app. And it became a way of life mostly. And now if I don't do my workouts or a diet on a day, I feel so guilty. I'm like, okay, this is not done. I have to get back. So this what started me, and it's worked out very well. It worked out very well. And yeah, motivation is the major factor that I'm really thankful to all of you.
Thank you so much, Arathi. So what I understand is you started, you were never motivated before, got motivated, started on this journey. Yes. And you gained a lot of motivation from the community, the WhatsApp community, the global WhatsApp community that we have. And there are a lot of people who motivate each other. So, and you are a part of that. The way you could be flexible around the food that you ate, You didn't have to cook for yourself. That worked well for you. And you never had to be hungry. And that's a great point that you brought up, Aarti. And I wanted to touch upon that, because many people feel, and many people erroneously think, that they have to eat less
Yes.
to lose weight. But that is a very wrong concept, and you are proving that, Aarti. By eating enough, we need to eat enough. Otherwise, our metabolism will slow down, and we will not see the results. And I can keep saying, Aarti, but people like you are the examples that you have made it work for yourself. So that is excellent, Aarti. That is excellent. And I loved when you said, Aarti, now if you don't exercise, it has become a part of life. If you don't exercise, you feel guilty. So I am so glad about that, because half of our effort, not half, most of our effort goes into making people exercise on a regular basis. They come back and tell me, Ruma, I don't have 30 minutes. I tell them, do 10 minutes, Ray. Even that will help. Now, Aarti, all of this you said, right? You were exercising on a regular basis, you don't exercise, you feel guilty about it, and you want to go back. And all of this you're managing while working and while managing home responsibilities as well. So please share, and many women find this struggle, Aarti, because they have to deal with work pressure, they have to deal with things at home. Tell us how you managed it so well. Tell us your tips and tricks.
Actually, Ruma, mine is a job which does not have any time boundaries as such. So I work almost 24/7, but I make it a point to make myself flexible around the work timings. It's not that I sit at 9 in the morning and get up at 6 in the evening. So what I learned was, if you keep working, it'll never give you time. You have to make that time for yourself. So now what I have done, and COVID helped in some ways, so that because we were at home throughout. So what I started doing was, I started my workouts after finishing my office work, which was like about 4:30 in the evening. So I used to do it till 6 o'clock. And then sometimes what happened, my meetings used to run over. So I used to split that time itself. So I used to do half an hour or 45 minutes of workout in the evening. Then in the morning, I used to do my walking basically.
Okay.
So now what has happened is, I get up at 6, from maybe 6:30 to 7:30. Either I go out for a walk or I do my treadmill. And evenings, I just do the workouts that is specified in the regime. So this ways I split up. In case I'm not able to get up in the morning and I have a meeting where I'm just listening to the people talk, I do my treadmill listening to them. Why waste time, right? Unless you have to talk, then you have to sit down and talk. But if you're not talking in a meeting, why waste time? So I walk on the treadmill with my laptop in front of me and then listen to the meeting, and it gets done. Wonderful. So this ways I make sure that I plug in wherever I have time, so that I don't have to wait for a particular time to do everything.
Right.
Just plug in wherever you have time, do how much ever you want, and finish the rest later in the day.
Wonderful. So what the few tips that I took from you, Aarti, is break it up. You don't have to do everything together. And whenever you have time, just make it happen. But what and then you brought in a lot of creativity also, Aarti. From what you explained to me, you brought in a lot of creativity. It's not that, one set time, I woke up in the morning and I think 4:30 it will happen. It may not happen. But then I'm creative around, the meetings that I just have to listen to. So let me use that time and do some exercise, right? You don't really have to talk. So, a lot of creativity also helps. And I think one of the things, and I appreciate that about you, Aarti, is that you were thinking about it. There was a subconscious thought that was going in your mind that I have to do it. And when you think you have to do it, you will definitely find out a way. And
the main thing, Roma, is I wanted to get my name in the weekend car This one that obeisance.
Yes, yes, yes.
Because
Right.
I didn't feel good if my name was
He
not there.
compliance report.
So
Yeah. Why? Absolutely. That's a great motivation. Wow. Wow. Thanks so much for sharing that. Aarti. That's nice. So Aarti, also tell us, now, you did join with the goal of weight loss. But through this time, before I move on to that, suddenly one thing struck me that you said, we don't have time, we have to make time.
yes.
Right. So that was a very important bit that I took from you, Aarti. Thank you so much for saying that. Actually, that is so right. Nobody really has time. We have time for things we make time for. So, that talks about the priority as well. So thank you so much for sharing. Aarti, quickly, you started with the goal of losing weight, but, you're already seeing that change in you. What other changes are you seeing in yourself
Um,
other than weight loss?
One other change is I have more positive attitude now and more confidence actually. Before, I used to hate going shopping because I knew I would never get anything of my size in all these stores like West Side or Trends or anything. So now it is such that I get everything. I get so much, it's difficult to even choose. So that ways, I feel good about myself that I have accomplished something I have not done in so many years of my life. So that is very nice, this one. And the other thing is, I have the confidence now to go in front of people, whether be it a meeting presentation or a friend circle to parties. So now I don't feel very awkward or self-conscious about going into, especially parties. Work was something I used to do and that never bothered me much. But yeah, parties and friend circle was something I used to avoid because I somewhere in the subconscious, I was like, why am I not, uh, why haven't I reduced my weight when everybody else has done that? So, but now that I don't have that, this one and guilt in me, and health wise, I have improved a lot. I do not have my knee pains. I do not have my back pain, which
Wow.
thankfully is not there from the last 6 months, except for one where I, by mistake, hurt myself. Apart from that, but health wise, I am really, really, I have changed a lot. Now
Wonderful.
I am very flexible in my body's become very flexible. Now I can bend and do things. I can I can squat down and sit for lunch on the floor, which I was never able to do for the last 10 years, I think. It
Amazing.
is so good because during the festivals, especially Gauri Puja and all, I could sit on the floor and do the puja for the whole 1 hour without getting a leg pain. And more than that, my mom was so happy that I was able to sit down and do things that she was like, I mean, she was really excited.
Wow.
So that was more important for me than anything else.
That is so great. And that is, we do health is just a way for us to, just the means for us to get to the end. That your mom is happy, that you're able to sit down on the floor and do
Yes.
Gauri Puja. And, that brings happiness, which we could not do earlier.
Yeah,
And
it
now
is
we are,
something of an achievement for you.
yeah.
But once you start doing that, you feel so good about yourself that your attitude itself changes completely to something where you are hesitant to something where you're very positive and you go and get things done. So that has
Absolutely.
helped me a lot.
Absolutely. That's so good to know that health impacts other areas of life
Yes,
as well.
it
So
really
as you
does.
rightly said, right? No knee pain, no back pain, and yeah, absolutely. So that's great. And to be able to sit on the floor, amazing. And parents being happy,
Oh, my
That
mother,
is
because she doesn't give compliments just like that.
okay.
She never does that. Though she encourages you a lot,
Uh-huh.
she never does that.
Okay. So you have to really, in her eyes, you have really achieved something that you were
Yes,
able to get this
yes.
compliment. Excellent. Then a more, you know, the Hall of Fame is not the congratulation. And the congratulation is to get the compliment from your mom, I would
Yeah,
say.
because we had a family get together during Diwali,
Uh-huh.
and everybody were telling my mom, Arathi has gone down so much now. She looks so good. So mom is like, she has really struggled to get her weight down. So yes,
Mhm.
the compliments should go to her. So I'm like, wow, I am, I am blessed.
Absolutely, absolutely. No,
That is
that's really
something that I mean, she is not a person who just gives compliments
Mhm.
without meaning it. So
Yes.
if she is complimenting you, which it
Means
means
there
that
is.
you really work towards it.
Wonderful. Great, great, Aarti. So that's with your mom. How did your other family members come together in this journey for you?
I firstly have to really thank my husband and my daughter. Without them, this journey would never have been possible, especially with my type of an attitude where don't get motivated. But they both stood by me like two, what do you call it, as policemen or bodyguards,
Uh-huh.
never allowed me to digress from my diet. My husband used to uh, prepare a lot of things from the diet for me so that I could eat on time.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, my daughter used to help a lot. They both stopped eating outside just because I could not eat. So
Mm.
they gave up a lot of during that time. They started eating millet and quinoa.
Great.
Though they put a hard stop on eating sprouts, they said,
Okay, I'm not getting
fine,
there.
don't push it too hard. But my daughter now eats millet,
Okay.
whatever I prepare with millet. She eats salads with me. She eats uh, veggies with me in the night. And she has also given up a lot of rice
Okay.
for this.
Yeah.
Yes, but without them, this would not have been possible. And the same goes with my in-laws also. They
Wonderful.
also were like, you prepare whatever you want so that you don't stress yourself. We will have whatever it is
Okay.
you eat. So
Wonderful.
family support is very important, Ruma. That much I have realized. Without
Wonderful.
family support, it is very difficult to follow a diet program,
Right, right.
especially when you're staying in a joint family.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Family
Right.
support. And my thanks to them also. Thanks to you also, Aarti, because in this process, you've made your family also healthier.
Very healthy, I think. Now my husband is losing weight and I'm like, stop, enough. Don't lose any more weight.
I know. So that is that is the bonus, right? That when one of the spouses start in the journey and the another one is supportive, the other one will also see all the benefits. So that's great. You're making this a family.
It became a family program.
Absolutely great, great, Aarti. Thank you so much for sharing that. And Aarti, if I have to ask you, what is your success mantra that you wish to share with our audience?
Uh, my success mantra, Ruma, one, as I said, family support. One, the second one for me, for my success was making up my mind that I will do this
Hmm.
without, I mean, for a person who you never used to get affected by people losing weight around her,
Mhm.
it was something I realized myself saying, shit, this is enough of putting on weight and cribbing that I'm not finding uh, while I go shopping, I'm not able to sit down when there are during a family function. So enough of it. I have to do something for myself.
Yeah.
And COVID also helped saying, now I have time, why the hell don't I do it? So uh, making up your mind and starting working on something is something, it is up to you. Nobody else can do that for you.
Absolutely.
So that was the main success mantra for me, because I made up my mind to get it done at any cost.
Yes, yes, yes.
So
So it all starts in the mind. Yes.
So family support, making up my mind, and making sure that I imbibe it into my daily routine and life is what got me till here.
It becomes a part of you. It's not something which is different from you.
Yeah, only if you imbibe, you feel guilty. Otherwise, you don't feel guilty.
Absolutely, absolutely. Wow, I took so many nuggets from you, Aarti. Learned so much from you. You know, every session I do is a learning experience for me as well. Thank you so much for sharing that. And once again, congratulations. Thank you for your time in joining in this interview. And for the audience, I hope you really found this valuable. Aarti shared a lot of good tips for working women, for people in general. If you wish to be successful in your health journey, and if you really want to increase your learning, why don't you put your learnings that you learned from Aarti in the comment box below? You will see that your learnings will really get inside of you, like Aarti saying, imbibe it in you, right? So write it down and you will make it more permanent in your mind. All right. And so thanks again, Aarti, and wish you all the best in the rest of your journey. Take
Thank
care.
you so much.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye, all of you.